Saxophone!
Yeah.
Yeah, so, just kidding. Before we jump into reacting to EXID, we just wanted to say that we were able to film and edit this video thanks to our Patreon.
Since we are unable to monetize off of any of the videos uploaded to this channel, it's our Patreon that keeps us growing, improving, and running.
We have a lot of interesting and exclusive stuff up on the Patreon. The full list of exclusive videos is pinned in the comment section below.
If you enjoy our content, please go to patreon.com/reacttothek or leave a comment. We'd greatly appreciate it.
You are now reacting to the girl group EXID, which stands for Exceed in Dreaming, and their 2017 release Night Rather Than Day from their mini album Eclipse. This girl group consists of 5 members, but during this comeback era, the leader Solji was taking a break and recovering from hyperthyroidism. The lyrics express the need to see their lover at night. The song talks about the day being for work and responsibilities, but the night is for relaxing and enjoying some chill time with a lover.
Work hard, play hard.
The members said the album was called Eclipse because Solji's hiatus was like a brief period of darkness that would pass and the group would be whole again. The song was composed by Shin Se-dong Tiger, Ki-bom, and the rapper of the group, L.E.
Damn, this song.
Romeo, where art thou, Romeo?
This song just called me single in like 50 different languages. 3, 2, 1. This color scheme, yes.
Color gradient is pretty.
Ooh.
I like the vibes. Oh yeah.
The song's gonna open up. Yep.
Yeah. Ready? The groove.
Little funk guitar in the background. Yeah.
Saxophone!
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the EXID rap sound.
Oh, they're using so many different timbres in here. This is great. The stringless is.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just slay.
What is she doing? She's waxing a key? Am I too pure? Oh, card keys. I see.
Oh, the food looks so good. Sorry. Yeah. Also, it's very shimmery. Like, the voice is very shimmery.
Yeah.
The guitar is very, just very sheen and glittery.
Oh, this song makes me so happy! I don't know why.
Ooh! Went higher harmony this time.
Yeah.
Same chord.
Whoa, the mixture's destroying me.
Okay. I love the dust can, just kind of like soaring over everything
She's
going
also.
on.
That's a nice soar.
Yeah. There's a lot of diversity in timbre.
Yeah.
Like I love the different sounds.
That's true.
Nice. Wind down.
Yeah, good bridge entrance.
나보다는 밤에 와
That was pretty
I
cool.
really like that. There was some type of like, I think, some type of like modal mix. It wasn't a modulate. It didn't sound like a modulation because it was so like
No, it's
quick.
just a different key center.
Like at the chorus, when he modulates to like E major thing. That sounds so weird. It's not the trumpet, it's the chord that's just wrong. It's like when it modulates to like the B E major, like, but it goes to A major at that time, and then bass like is like going to this, but it's like, and then like what the hell? It just doesn't sound good. Yeah.
But weird to me.
I think my favorite thing about this is the bass. Really creative bass.
Like face, like look, like how they look.
Bass.
Oh. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, they're really pretty too. So.
Alright, I like it when a bass, so like my favorite bass player is Paul McCartney. So like Paul McCartney, what he did, he revolutionized bass playing by making it actually like rhythmically countering and also melodically countering the melody. So you have a song that's like super set in like C major and nice and normal, and then McCartney will be all over the place, and like his center will be G major, and then he'll be jumping to relative majors and parallel minors and stuff. He made like these really tasty melodic things, and this bass is doing a lot of like arpeggiation and falls and going to 6 and then going to 4 and doing like a and a lot of cool, it just doesn't fall, it's like almost like a counter melody. That's my favorite type of bass, is when you have like deep like counter melodies like rooting on very, as McCartney calls it, oobly parts of the chords. So like on more of like the 7th parts of the chords that make it really nice, or like I don't know what the jazz kids said about what exact chords they were, but like the bass definitely rode on those aspects, and I thought it was pretty interesting.
Overall, I liked the movement of the bass line, and the rhythm that was played in the bass. In one of the sections, it was kind of like more accent on the upbeat, like I felt more motion, just like going from the downbeat to the upbeat. But then a few seconds later, like I was just expecting the same groove, but then they like stopped that groove, and then it kind of like changed the groove a bit. It was like, yeah, I think there was like one part, like instead of going like, and then like they just waited and then like have that again. So yeah.
Like stop time in Copenhagen.
Yeah, early jazz. And then towards the very beginning, I think it only happened like once, but in the vocal part, they used some like swinging rhythm. It was like da 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 da. So I was like, oh, that's kind of new.
I like the horns. The horns were killing. It really sent me like one of Mac Miller's albums, The Divine Feminine. It really gave me that vibes.
I thought it was awesome. I loved it.
What about it?
Just the vibe. I wanted to dance.
It was some Quincy stuff.
Yeah, Michael Jackson vibe.
Yeah.
They didn't sing in that style, but like the arrangement was like the vibe of that.
I think it's really repetitive versus like, unless you're listening very, very intently, you'll hear like some brass big band sounds in the back, but that's like the least excited I've ever been for a jazz cant on the final chorus.
I really didn't get a whole lot of like that sort of excitement, anxious duality of meeting up with someone at night and like getting to release the stresses of the daytime working.
It wasn't about it. I will say I do appreciate that they all have a very unique timbre to their voice.
That adds good variety to a group.
It does,
Yeah.
it does. They have the ability to do interesting things vocally, so I'm not surprised that their songs are heavily focused on balancing high to the voice and like the brass sounds just being so far in the back. It would have been a very different vibe to the whole song if they had brought up the instrumentals to kind of almost meet where the voice was. But again, that's probably not the vibe that they're going for, so.
Everyone's voice sounds completely different from each other.
Which is actually quite interesting because the leader who didn't join this comeback, she's actually the vocal teacher. So otherwise, yeah, they all have extremely different timbres.
That's honestly really that's like really impressive.
Yeah, because they blend extremely well.
Did you have any other favorite moments of the track other than the vocals?
So I kind of mentioned sort of the glitteriness. I don't know what the genre is of K-pop. It's like very like almost like city pop, where it's just so bright and shiny, and you just can't stop smiling when you hear it. And a lot of that has to do with how they sort of mix the instruments in the back. It's not necessarily that it's like a lot of reverb, but it's very, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's something with how the song itself is constructed where I am a very big fan.
Of like where the instruments are
Yeah.
and what shines the most.
Yeah, that wasn't a very coherent thought.
No,
It was something like that.
I was gonna say something similar. Like what I loved at the beginning, when there's just kind of a bed of harmonies that you can sing on. I felt like the progression was pretty steady, and they were beautiful chords. And then they were just able to kind of sing over them.
Because of the steadiness of that, like of the chords and everything that was happening, it allowed for more of that idea of sort of vocal individuality to come through, which I think is really awesome.
It's familiar, especially the main hook, but I definitely don't remember all the cool harmonic things that happen. I like how it feels like almost like a, I don't know, it wouldn't be a trampoline, it'd just be like a very resilient sort of like a wall. I don't know. Like they're trying to like stretch it as much as possible. And that's like the harmonic thing. That's like the metaphor I'm going for.
Yeah.
And then they bounce back comfortably into the home key, which is?
I have no idea.
Okay, A flat.
Yeah, A flat. Cool. Well, I like how they have something that they can like sort of stretch. Like when they do that weird chords that we reacted to, it's interesting because we have a bass that we can like travel outside of, and that's what makes it interesting. Yeah. I think they established that really well.
Yeah, and the initial mixture, like when the first odd chord hits, it's not an odd chord. Like we've heard similar things, but I think it's when they start singing on top of it. There are some notes that are just a little bit odd.
They're just they're just outside.
It's very cool, and then they come back, and it's very nice.
For sure.
And it maintains the, I like to say, the ethos of the song. Like it's still a very cute song. It's still an easygoing song, and it's very impressive they were able to keep that, despite being a little experimental.
When is it too old to be in Lego?
I mean, there's people who created Legoland. Wasn't he like super old?
He was super old.
Yeah.
That's not the point.
He built a magical place.
He did build a magical place.
Where kids and adults alike can
experience creativity and bonding.
We're not going to do this here.